live again and welcome back for our final session before Christmas. This is our Christmas Eve session. You are with IBGR.network and IBGR is a radio station. But of course it's much more than a radio station. It's an entire network now in 152 countries around the world. Who would have believed it? Only in season 3. And this is the second last session of the season. Next week is going to be the finale. Yes, on New Year's Eve we're also going to be hosting as well. I'm your host Jan Robberts, Global Influencer, and this is episode number 12 of season 3. Intentional is essential in the people skills lane, people for success. Now you can download the show notes at ibgr.network, and also you can download all the podcasts there from all 50 hosts from around the world. You can find out more about our host there. But we're also on Facebook now. We're Facebook Live as well, so you can go to all our social media, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We've got a YouTube station as well. And don't forget to download our amazing app. You can carry us with us. I can be annoying you on wherever you are. But I mean, on your tablet, on your phone, on your laptop, wherever you are, download the app. And then you don't have to miss any, but you can listen to the podcast there. You can find out more. You can join the community. Come and join us, people. Like and share it on Facebook, but like and share it also if you're on the radio. Yes, you can like and share this on radio too. I know. I've shared it with so many people already. But I just briefly want to say there is 4 areas for a leader to become intentional about. And the first one is the key to leadership is priorities. You need to work smarter. And, you know, business is also about leadership, isn't it? Working smarter. You need to work on important versus urgent. You also know that Johari windows, they're important, they're urgent, and not important and not urgent. You can Google that stuff, the Johari window, and you can look at it, which quarter you really have to work in. The Pareto principle, the 80-20, where the 20% is important because it gives you the highest return. I mean, the Pareto principle is fascinating anyway, because 20% of the people drive on 80% of the roads, and 20% of those roads have 80% of the traffic. It goes with traffic, goes with everything. But if you have 10 goals, put the first 2, the top priorities first, and if you do those 2, you achieve more than most people will ever do in their lifetime, every single day. Intentionally, people. But then the second one is the ultimate test of leadership is creating positive change. Change is difficult, but it's always there. People don't normally resist change, but they resist being changed. Stop resisting. Change is going to happen anyway. You're either on the table, you're at the table. So, you know, make sure that you are actually at the table. Be in control of the change, because Viktor Frankl in his book Man's Search for Meaning talked about this, and it's a very thin book. Read it over the holidays. That's a good thing to read, because he says, you know, the one thing they can never take away is they can never take our freedom, our God-given freedom to choose our own attitude. Now, if in the circumstances where he was in a concentration camp when everybody died, we have that choice too. We can choose our own attitude. We have the freedom to choose. Choose well, people. And find out what you have to change and how to change it. And then the heart of leadership is serving people. Now, if that's not entrepreneurship, it's serving people. Not yourself, serving other people. When you have a real heart for people, you focus on others. So, it's not about position or title. Leadership is not about a position or title. Real leadership as managers is never a title position, it is a behavior. And then the price tag of leadership is discipline. Intentionality, people. Good leaders practice self-control before they try to engage others, and self-discipline becomes before leadership success. I mean, everything is worthwhile is uphill, and thoughts become actions, action become habits, and habits become your destiny. Change your thinking. Choice. Intentionally. Pay now and play later, or play now and pay later. That is something I wanted to touch on leadership. And I quickly want to go through some points in leadership in this last part of our session about intentional life, really. And it is all intentional life, intentional business, and intentional leadership. They all go together. But to be intentional is indeed essential. Now, intentional living is deliberate, consistent, and willful. I talked into that already. But life is not a dress rehearsal. Number 2, life is not a dress rehearsal. Yet 90% live an unintentional life. They don't live their lives, they accept their life. Don't be one of them. Don't accept what is happening just now. Fight for your future. Fight. As an entrepreneur, you need to fight for it every single day. I know that. And sometimes it's tough. Nobody said it was easy, but it's possible. And it's possible for you, and it's possible for me. It's possible for everybody, because we're here. We have a support group. IBGR.network is here to support you. QBMO is here to support you. There is so much support available. Make use of it. You don't have to do this on your own, people. You don't have to do this on your own. And the third one is, and these are on my show notes as well, by the way. Many people have uphill hopes but downhill habits. That's come from John Maxwell. Everything worthwhile is uphill. So yes, and how steep that hill is for you is up to you. So whether it's a steep hill up or not so steep, but do you want to find yourself sliding down an old hill when the time comes, or do you want to find yourself climbing a new hill? That's your choice. And I would say, put on your climbing boots and start climbing today. I know it's Christmas Eve, and oh yeah, with the turkeys in, or whatever you eat on Christmas Day, and we need to do. Start today. If you're still wrapping presents, put something positive on your ears. Put a TED talk on that you can listen to or watch while you're wrapping presents, and even if you wrap your hand inside your present, doesn't matter. But do something positive today, people. Do something about your business today. Do something about building you. It's the best present you can give yourself any day of the week, not just Christmas Day. And when you build yourself, you can build others. You can't give what you haven't got. I mean, I always get excited about this kind of stuff, but it's so important. Personal development is key. The only way you'll ever get close to your destiny, to your passion, and to your purpose is by if you grow every single day. Intentional living inspires us to do more, as Coach John Wooden stated. Make every day your masterpiece. I love that. He was an amazing man. If you read his history or watch it on YouTube, an amazing man. Make every day your masterpiece. The biggest gap in life is between knowing and doing. Now, great intentions are not alone, but not live. See, that's for people who have great intention but don't live intentionally. They know, but they don't do. Power. Everybody used to say, oh, knowledge is power. No, because every librarian would be thin, rich and happy. Knowledge acted upon is power. And I will go further. Every day, at the end of the day, reflect on that action. Because if you keep doing the same thing, it doesn't make it any better. You know, it doesn't make it more right, it makes it permanent. Practice makes permanent, not perfect. Because if you do it wrong, it's never going to be perfect. So reflection is also very powerful. The only guarantee, as I said, that tomorrow is better if you do something to grow today. Be intentional, spiritually, mentally, physically, grow. At least in some of these areas. Fall in love with growing. It's as important as that. And learn every day that makes you a champion you want to be. You know, do you want success or significance? Now there is a difference. Success is when you do something for yourself. And significance is when you do something for other people. There's a lot of successful people who are very wealthy and they're empty inside because they haven't got significance. Significance doesn't depend on money, it depends on attitude. Grow. Entrepreneurs want to have significance because they feed and serve other people's needs. You will do that as an entrepreneur. Then you will have significance. And you can do that every single day. You can help other people, your neighbors and all that. Significance is you can do everywhere around you, but it means that you don't focus on yourself, but you focus on others. What ultimately matters is not what we intend to do, but what we do. I hope it hits you right between the eyes. Phew, I've only got a few minutes left again. And be the author of your life. Become intentional in everything you do, every single day. Intentional living is an everyday thing, not a someday thing, because then you have good intentions again. I want to very briefly touch on something else that you need is communication. Communication is also very important because you need to learn to communicate better and make sure that you're understood, especially when you start delegating and start connecting with suppliers and with joint venture people, you need to communicate better. I mean, I also say, you know, we as entrepreneurs also, you've got a story. Use that story to the best of your ability. Because you have a story to tell. I mean, in my JR Speakers Club, I talk about it. I mean, this is your story. This is your voice. This is your time. Use your story. I help develop people's stories because you can inspire people. I thought I was never inspiring people with my bullying, and I've had pneumonia many years ago. I never even talked about that story yet. I thought about it the other day for some reason. But You have a voice, but this is your time as an entrepreneur. This is your time. Maybe you have a story to tell about your entrepreneurial journey, but write your story from today. The best story ever told is yours. But now is that time, my friends. This is definitely your time as an entrepreneur, as somebody with significance at their fingertips. Don't wait until next week. Don't start New Year's resolutions. Start today. I've got a few points I just want to run by you before I finish off on this Christmas Eve. And it is, number 1, become intentional. Number 2, set priorities. Number 3, create positive change. Number 4, serve people. And number 5, discipline yourself to keep going. And above all, as Winston Churchill said many, many years ago, never, never, never give up. You never know how close you are to the future you deserve. 3 feet from goal is a good story to search out as well. But don't give up. Well, my time is nearly up. I've only got another minute and a half. So, I hope you've got something out of this. I hope you really got to hear now that this is about being intentional. Every day is about being intentional. Every day you're not intentional about something in your life is a waste. Don't waste your life. Don't just go through life, but grow through life. So, what's coming up? Well, next week I have my last show. It's going to be the grand finale. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about yet. But if you have any comments, then join us. Join us on ibgr.radio. If you watch this on Facebook Live, put in some comments and some questions. I'll try to answer them next week. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet next week, but it's going to be another wonderful time to share with you. But after this, Tina Ogbugo from Nigeria is on in a few minutes. In fact, in 1 minute. And for me, I will be back next week with my final show. I just want to wish you all a fantabulous festive season. And don't forget, you are absolutely amazing. I'll see you next week. Take care. Have a wonderful Christmas.